course, stay tuned because there's lots more of Cat's Adventures in Brazzaville. We'll show you all of that on a later stage. But right now, it's time to talk some pets. We're with Karis, our animal behaviorist, and this morning it's all about training if you have two dogs, especially one that's older and one that's younger, because it can pose a little bit of a problem. Morning, Karis. How are you?
Good morning. I'm super, thanks.
Cool. Before we start, you just have to share this. Just before we came in now, she shared a story about her, went to do some work at someone's house, and you actually had to...
Well, I had a first experience yesterday.
Yeah.
I've worked with animals for more than a decade. I had to work with an aggressive tortoise. Okay.
An aggressive tortoise?
An aggressive tortoise who was a huge animal. He was about 70 kgs, who loved to ram visitors with his shell.
Are you kidding me?
And I wish I had a video. I was running around a yard being chased by a tortoise, and I had to actually jump on a table to save my feet. It was brilliant.
You were chased by a tortoise. Oh, man. You got to bring us some photos of that sometime.
I'll try to get some.
Okay, but let's get into the topic. We've got Bob and Bella. A lot of people out there got an older and a younger dog, maybe a new addition to the family, but you need to train both of them.
Yes.
What's the
So here's a common scenario. We've got Bob, who's very well trained. Bob, we've been working with Bob for a long time, and Bella's come onto the picture. And suddenly, this is
happens.
life. All the time.
All the time.
It's fantastic. They're having a great time. They love each other.
Yeah.
However, how do you train Bella? Exactly,
because, I mean, she's distracted all the time.
They're having a grand old time. And how do you keep Bob's training moving forward that he doesn't revert back to becoming a hilarious puppy?
Because Bob already did a lot of training. He's very clever already, but Bella's just stepping in for the first time now.
Bella's having... So the answer to this, the short answer, is you have to separate your dogs to train them.
Okay.
Okay? Bob had a lot of individual time to be trained as a puppy.
Crazy dogs.
Crazy dogs. Come. So let's even see.
Yeah.
Hi.
Look at that.
Come here.
Yes.
Sit.
That's attention right there.
Sit. Bella, sit. Good. So when you've got two dogs, when you ask a command of them, it gets very difficult because one dog will behave, then the other one won't, or vice versa. And how do you actually get a continuity going with your animals?
Exactly.
By separating your dogs. So you put Bob in the house, take Bella outside, give her 10 minutes of training, and then swap so that Bob still gets, or the first dog, still gets his individual time. Because training is not something that you do and then it's finished. It's like exercise. You have to keep it going. It's like playing a musical instrument. It's like doing ballet. All of these skills require constant practice, even once they understand a command. So give the dogs their individual time, and especially for the second dog. Because people get lazy with their second dog.
Exactly, because I'm sure things can go wrong with them learning wrong commands or wrong things or pick up bad habits.
Exactly, or they don't get as well socialized, or people don't put as much time in because they're very motivated with their first dog, and the second one comes and they say, it's a little bit lazy. So you need to give them individual time, especially out of the property, the second dog, so that the second dog doesn't always have the big brother, big sister with him or her to sort of back her up, if you know what I mean.
It's like kids, you got to give them the same amount of attention.
Exactly. And the first dog needs his individual time so that he doesn't lose the bond that he had with you and the joy of training and being worked with individually. Once the dogs both understand their commands and it's solid, then you can work with them together. Then they must both sit, they must both down, and those kind of things. But the second dog first needs to go through all of her training in order for that to happen.
To catch up to your first dog, of course. Thank you so much, Karen, for the wonderful advice. Looking forward to have you back once again. You can also log on to expressoshow.com for more behavioral advice when it comes to animals from Karis. Go check that out. Right now, it's time for a quick ad break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Strong South African dogs help each other out. With your support, Bobtail will supply 200,000 meals to dogs looking for loving homes. For details, see specially marked packs in store or visit bobtail.co.za today.